Hey Jared, obviously it's Mike. I'll post this on YouTube for everybody, I don't care. Call it the updated tour of my gear. Gonna be, the challenge is to keep this brief, bro. So this is still just for you in that regard. Ooh, let me kill the signal a second. Alright, so the guitar is my Jackson Soloist SL2Q MAH with Duncan distortions. I'll tell you more about my guitars later. I just want to run through the rig, but that's what I'm using tonight for this. And there are a couple more here in the rack. The mystery 7-string from eBay. I don't know who built it, but it has bare knuckles in it and enough inlay to warrant it almost a museum piece or something. And my first build, because I build electric guitars out of wood, and I have an example of that here, one of my main players, but the Phoenix climate has warranted that I need some truss rod adjustments on those. I'm actually getting fret buzz on both lately. Anyway, let's get to the amplifier part of things. Flipping the camera now. Boop. I don't give a dang about background noise. This isn't, But anyway, here is the Mooer 20-watt tube engine. It has EL84s. I did not buy this new, and I don't think the tubes in it are stock. It has like EHX EL84s in it. It has a Groove Tube 12AT7 for the phase inverter, and I think associated with the high switch is the Tongue Saw 12AX7 that someone put in there. Nice compliment. I don't even read tubing that. I'll tell you more about the Katana in a minute. I built this crate for it myself out of pallets. Painted it on the outside with these colors, and inside I painted white for more reflectivity. And this is a remote. So if I want it to be red, which is the default color for the rig, really. But I'll be honest, I meditate a lot, and them blues and purples are pretty nice, I think, on this thing. Oh, look at that, I'm kind of special. But anyway, so obviously I also have my MXR10 band velcroed to the top of the thing. That stupid little fan is more effective than you think. And now, as for the Katana, I do have an ABY switch on my pedal board with this thing wired in to the return. I do intend to, I haven't set up a channel yet where I just use an EQ, because I don't care that the damn MXR has stereo, alright, out. I wanted an amp switching pedal, so whatever. And so it's wired into the return, and I will set that channel up soon. I've just been a little lazy about it, but with its different power section and different cab resonance knobs and stuff on that, it will have frequency in your chest and otherwise that will blend with the other, I'm sure, nicely. Those things tend to do that. Now, as for my 4x12 cabinet, it is a carve-in cabinet. I forget exactly what model. I bought it off Craigslist, and then the guy I bought it from turned out to be a buddy of mine. I was like, Dutch? He's like, well, here you go, $150. So this has Celestion G1250S or something like that. G12S50s, I think. G12S50s in it. And they're more of an 80s-ish speaker. They're not as scooped as a V30, or I hear as loud, but hell, it's a 200-watt handling cab with a 20-watt tube pusher behind it. So, it does my apartment plenty good, although we are about to move into a house. All right, I'm sitting back down to get closer to the pedal board. So, here we go with this part. The LEDs are green in there, indicating the channel I am on. That is the gain channel on the 2 notes lead. It is a 2-channel preamp pedal, and there's plenty of information out there on this. I am not using it in any fusion mode. its partner, the Laclean. They both are 2-channel, and you can blend the channels in series or parallel. And that's what the cold and hot fusion mean, that button there, with a mixing knob, which is the fusion knob that you may see there toward the middle. The A does not have a mid-range, and I did let myself get a little bit hung up on that, which is why I wanted the Laclean, so that when I go to obviously clean sounds as opposed to gain sounds, I not only have mid-range, but I do run this in cold fusion in order to blend those channels together, and I will demonstrate that. And before I do, I'll show you that when you hit both at the same time, there's the cold fusion mode, and you might have noticed when you turn one on, the other turns off. And that is due to the red MIDI cable, the MIDI cable running between them. And that's just such a tight feature. I would like a MIDI switching device in front of this one day, but for now, there we are. So this is the effects loop side of things. The Hotone binary echo is, these are both digital modelers, much like your Helix, the Echo and Mod. Hotone is a company I decided to kind of build a loyalty board around because they are form factor-ish and cute and all that. Lots of guys have clusterfuck boards, and I wanted something cute, to short version of the story. But anyway, modulation suite, obviously, and delay suite. The little other blue pedal is this Veilton is my, trying to say, reverb pedal. Lots of different reverb settings and things if you don't mind using a magnifying glass to read the label, but it's damn versatile and really good for being a cheapie. About $53 for that. Obviously tuner pedal, there's the ABY, and that's the Laclean. Getting on to the front of the amp side, because this is the front of my amp, it's kind of 6 channels, or at least 4, all by themselves. And then here's the fun side of things. The electric Twinkie over here, because dang, it's like small compared to my foot. Look at, I wear a size 10.5 shoe, just for reference. I mean, I call it the electric Twinkie because I think I have seen snack cakes about this size. And then the complement of the Grass is a Tube Screamer clone. Golden Touch is more transparent of overdrive and a good stacker. It doesn't have the mid hump, not quite as much fun as the Grass. The Chunk is supposed to be a standalone distortion, but I use it as overdrive, and it carries a bit more low end and in its own character, fun. I don't use the bright knob on that BRT. I do use the warm switch in the middle of that one, and I do use the hot switch in the middle of that one, and then there is the Gent. Well, all right. It's like almost having an HM2 on my board. All right, it's not. It's a nasty little useful solid, a standalone distortion pedal with different, dark voicings. But my Dawkins loving 80s ass can't dial it in dark, and it still sounds kind of like me all over again. It's just the way things work. But then up here, the harmony is like a pitch pedal. And the way I have it dialed in is to be a fake bass guitar, and that is a lot of fun. The wood is an acoustic simulator, and it's pretty damn good. It responds to pickup selection and things like that to change tone as well. It's not bad at all for the little thing. This is my noise gate, and you know what? It's not as fast or as clean as many out there. Those little knobs where it says cut of other frequencies, like you can hear the switch turning on, but I can't hear any additional frequencies being cut as I twist knobs. My ear has never found those to be anything but possible snake oil, but that's just me. It is a useful basic gate, in other words, and it's fine for what it is. This is my brand loyalty board, and my first pedal board in completion anyway. This looper has 330 fucking minutes over 11 banks, and it has a nice reproduction to it, as I've used it recently to really give it a test. And yeah, I like this pedal a lot. It's worth every bit of 140 bucks, and I think you can find it cheaper these days. And that's the rig. You know, the versatility and the way I can hook things together is crazy, especially with these 2 notes pedals having their own effects, loops, such MIDI programmability, you know, and with each other, or, you know, I mean, really, they have, if you researched it, massive MIDI programmability. The lead has op amps in it. I will say that it is not pure tube gain. I've watched a 40-minute video with a dude that tore one apart, and yeah, he pointed out the op amps in it, and that's fine. And you get a KSR series, and that's not a tube distortion at all. And some people rate it higher than this. So the tube tones that do come out of this are genuine. It is using it, you know, even if it's op amp assisted. Yeah, this pedal thumps beautifully. It has a warmth and depth about it. My rig with this motherfucker and that goddamn power amp, sir, I'm gonna tell you now, I'll bust the hell out of any PVMH. You know, I hate to say I kind of like it. I didn't boost the Rev G20, but that amp disappointed me compared to sound samples that Ola posts. You know, there's no way I was using that amp that wrong. You know, maybe someone can show me different someday. But nah, that's the rig. And now I'm gonna flip the camera again, and I'm back. Well, I didn't see who won, but I don't give a fuck yet. That's what highlights are for. I'm gonna set you down like here. This is the way I normally do it, since I don't have any. I do have a mixing board and stuff, but we're moving into a house soon, and frankly, this place is not gonna be where I'm starting too many videos, or where I'm able to make too many more projects out of wood. Oh, the pedal boards that all those pedals were on, also made by me on pallet material. Yeah, and a different video, maybe I'll show you the guitar I built a little more closely. I'm just going to give you some tones. I got you set up close to the 4x12 for a more mic'd up style sound. And I'm doing low volume tonight. It's getting close to 8 o'clock. Folks are wanting to go to bed pretty quick. Here we go. Oh, tuner pedal. Tube screamer, noise gate, gain channel on the lead. Not warmed up, that's all right. There's plenty of videos of me on here performing some of those songs better than that. But this is just for the sharing of tones, okay? Oh, shish! My 11-year-old with his blah, 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 blah face wandering through here. He's like, an oversized nerve ending. Nah, I love my kid. Well, yeah, quick, I will have quick demonstration to cut more pedals. I told you being brief is tough. All right, let's kill the gains. Let the gains begin, as they say. Nah, the gate don't matter as much. Here's the acoustic simulation pedal, the Hotone Skyline Wood. Middle position. That's without the wood. With the wood. Acoustic whammy. Alright. So, let's see here. My bass guitar I talked about. They ought to disallow me to do that in Guitar Center like they do Stairway. But anyway, and a little bit of the echo. I have it on a kind of an analog decay, and I'm not great at dialing things in, but it's the nicest, some of the most luscious stuff. And then the little bit of modulation here. I love flangers. It's hard to do them right. I like this flanger. Yeah, reverb pedal. Kill the mod. And those are just the quick dial-ins. There hasn't been much deep diving done into those by me yet, but that's what I've got for now on those three on the effects loop side of things. And it works that way. You just wire it in post of your preamps. That's your effects loop when you have a rig like this. I want to call it the semi-ampless rig, just to try to piss off a couple of purists, Fuck with people on Chug Life. Yeah, this is my semi-ampless rig. And anyway, the guitar stand itself, also made by me. I like woodworking. Again, other videos possibly coming if you get interested. I tried to keep it brief. What have I got, 18 minutes? Yeah, that's pretty good for me. All right, and counting. All right, dude. Yeah, that's the quickie. I'm not a real wah guy, but at least I have one for later, and I use this as a volume pedal a lot. But now I'm just killing it with the tuner anyway. But it's a crybaby imitation. I got one when I want to learn how to use it better. I'm not Kirk Hammett here. Not that I haven't been heavily influenced. See you, Jarrod.